Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you wave 1 of the My Little Pony Pony Life combables. Here is the whole wave. Twilight, Applejack, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, Trixie, Lulumoon, and Potion Nova. Now, I also have 2 other ponies accompanying me today. I have the original Twilight Sparkle, well not really the original, the Alicorn Twilight that came with the Kingdom Hearts Magic Carriage, and probably the first released movie style Twilight. So I'm going to compare them with the Pony Life Twilight. But first I'm going to show you my Pony Life collection. I also have Rarity, which I got at Target along with Pinkie Pie. And not on my local Target, but a different Target. But once I get Rainbow Dash, I'll show her. Now let's first look at Twilight first. As you can see, her hairstyle, I styled her hair. She has very pointy cat-like ears. She still has the horn, very different eyes, which actually makes her look really cute. I like this one. And her mouth, which kind of looks like a bird, like a bird's beak, some kind of beak. But, you know, let's not be critical. Her very cute wings. As you can see, she's in a standing pose. And her hooves are like not as well, they look like they're flocked, but they're really not. I really like that touch. That makes them look a little more horse-like. Instead of just painting it on, they sculpted it like that. I really like that. Next up is Applejack. Now, you're probably wondering where her headpiece is. She had the same headpiece as Pinkie Pie, but I lost that bow, and now I can't find it. I dropped it, and now I can't find it anywhere. But I'm sure I'll find it eventually. So as you can see, she has the same ears. And instead of purple eyes, like Twilight, she has green eyes, like usual. And they kind of get a little darker as they get closer to the edge. Which is very interesting. She has the same mouth. The tongue is not colored, which is very interesting. She has her same kitty mark. The eyes are printed differently, which I like that they're not painted, because then there's a less likely chance that the eye's going to get smudged. And then instead of in a standing pose, she's in a walking pose. All the Earth ponies and unicorns are in a walking pose, where the Pegasi and Alicorns are in a standing pose because of their wings. Flocked hooves, and like I said, she came with that bow, the same bow as Pinkie, but I lost that bow. She came with 2 blue rubber bands instead of pink ones like Twilight's, and a red clip bow. I guess Applejack really likes bows. Next up is Pinkie Pie. Now, as you can see, her mane was actually styled. Obviously, her hair did not come like this. I styled it just last night. And I really like the style I gave her. Maybe with some of my generation for Pinkie Pie's, I'll style her hair. As you can see, she has the same ears. Very happy expression. I really like that expression. It's really cute. And then the same key mark. I noticed in the show it's just one regular balloon, where like with Applejack I think it's just one apple, and then it's a star, just one butterfly. Rarity is just one gem, and I think it's just a lightning bolt for Rainbow Dash. So they kind of took the key mark out, but this looks more detailed. I kind of noticed these ones are kind of look a little different from the regular ones, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. So as you can see, it came with this bow, sparkly blue bow. Like Twilight's, hers is pink, and then the same 2 blue rubber bands, and a little candy clip. And she's in a walking pose with her flocked hooves, and once again she has a joint. I think so far the only pony in the pony who does not have the joint is the magical mane Rarity, but that's because when the mane and tail grow, it's actually all one piece. So you kind of have to pull out the mane, and then the tail will become shorter, so you just can only turn the magical mane Rarity's head. Next up is Fluttershy. Same joint. And They took out eyelashes. I think she only has one now. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, she has the same ears and stuff, like the same mouth. She's in the standing pose like Twilight. Same flocked pose. That was the one of my Twilights I dropped her. She has the wings and the very soft mane and tail. All of their manes are soft, and I just love it. Going to grab Twilight. Next up, we have Trixie Lulumoon. She's still safe. So Trixie does not come with her cape and her hat like the other G4 Trixies. She did actually show up in the show. She did show up. But they never showed Starlight Glimmer, which was very disappointing. I am to turn Fluttershy's head. They never showed Starlight Glimmer, which was a bit disappointing because Starlight Glimmer is actually my favorite character in the show. Followed by before the Kingdom Crusaders. Kingdom Crusaders are my second favorites. But at least they showed the Kingdom Crusaders and Trixie even too. So she's in a walking pose. She has the same crown as Fluttershy. Oh, I forgot to show Fluttershy's accessories. Fluttershy came with the gold crown, the same blue rubber bands, and the flower clip, turquoise. Trixie came with the same gold crown too. All of their manes are styled, by the way. And then she came with clear, is that yellow, gold, clear gold rubber bands. And then she also came with like a star, like a moon, like a star with the moon inside it clip, like Trixie. Star and the moon. Her flocked hooves. And these eyes are kind of the same as Twilight's, except they're looking a different direction, which is very interesting. Same joint. Like most of the G4 ponies, the cutie mark's only on one side. Like I know, like the Funkos and the older style ponies, like like with the G1 and G2 throwbacks for the 30th and 35th anniversary. No, not just the 35th anniversary. They put the key marks on both sides on those ponies, but they didn't do it on G3s, which is a little interesting. Same joint. And now there's Trixie with her soft mane. And last but not least, I am glad they made a new character, and this was actually my first pony life. Here's Potion Nova. I tried to style her hair like it did in the show, but her mane is just super out of control, and I could not style the hair, unfortunately. It's soft, but still, I couldn't style it, which I was a bit disappointed on. But the front turned out good, and I just braided her tail. The bottom part I just braided. The tail is a bit curled up. As you can see, she comes with a clear crown with two clear purple rubber bands and a crystal clip. She's in a walking pose as well. Now, one thing that's very interesting is that, I think see if I can concentrate. It looks like this might be printed too. I think it's printed, too bad you guys can't comment. But she's in a walking pose. I really like the joint, once again. And her mane is super soft. She has eyeshadow like Rarity. And I'm glad they made a new character, In toy form, at least. They did make other new characters in the show, but they never became toys. Besides from the blind bag form, I don't collect blind bag ponies. I feel like they're just a waste. Take up space, But that's just my opinion. You can collect those if you want. Now, the gimmick isn't super great, but I am glad something new is going on. So yeah, there are my comables of the pony lives. Now I'm going to compare the ponies. Now, obviously the big thing is the color of the body. I think the colors are exactly the same. This one, I don't know if it's just my lighting or not, but she looks a little darker. Now, this one is the only one who has eye. I think it's called eye gradient. Sometimes actually I accidentally say eye granite, but it's actually called eye gradient, I believe. These two do not have that, which is very interesting. The ears of these two, I think, are very similar, but this one is more pointier. Now, in show accuracy, I think these wings are actually the most show accurate, followed by her and then her, because these are just regular Pegasus wings, which are very interesting. But then they finally fixed that with the new style. I think this one looks the most horse-like. Yes, this one has the flocked hooves, but I think this one looks the most horse-like. And then her. Because the face kind of just takes it away. But G5 does look more horse-like. I can't wait for G5 to come out. And then this eye actually looks a bit darker, like a bit more lighter, darker. I think the term I'm looking for is darker. Then this one I think looks the most show accurate. I think the eye gradient kind of gives it that point. And then this one is a very dark purple, which is very interesting. In terms of the mouth, this one did have some mouths open, which I kind of like, because, you know, not everyone's mouths are going to be open like her, and everyone's mouth is going to be closed like her. But, you know, these three ponies are really great. I noticed the legs get more skinnier by the generation. I'm sure G5 will, you know, fix that a bit. But the face gets, I think they say flatter and flatter. I know what that term means, but I can't describe it. I do not know why. Yeah, so the face gets flatter and flatter and flatter. But in terms of main quality, I gotta admit, I think for me, Pony Life actually might steal the show, might steal the spotlight, because yes, Friendship is Magic did start out nice, but eventually this just got really frizzy. And plus, I kind of like the texture of it. Like, this feels very soft. But yeah, to me, it just feels very thick. At the same time, I think that's the term I'm looking for. Where with Friendship is Magic, I think it feels just a bit thinner in the beginning. Like, in the beginning, it felt kind of very thin. And maybe just a bit too soft. Eventually, it got a little more thicker, which I kind of like. But yeah, I think overall they might steal the show, because eventually for me, Friendship is Magic just got more frizzier. And if I could pick which one was my favorite, I think this one might be my favorite as always. Then them and then them. But I don't know, maybe this one might steal it, but I think I'm still leaning more to this style a little bit. Once again, the key mark's only on one side. But these ponies really are just flawless so far. The only frizzy pony I've seen was Magic Combing Rarity, but that's very reasonable. But eventually with this one, the quality control just got flipped out, basically. But this one, they're doing just such a good job so far. And I think that's all I have to say. These three are styled. These two I cut the hair. This one I did not. Because I think just Friendship is Magic, I want to cut the hair. Okay, guys, I think that's all I have to say about these ponies. I wish you guys could let me know which style was your favorite and which pony was your favorite, but unfortunately you can't. But I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe to my channel and like the video, and I'll see you next time next week. Bye.